What's going on, Mr. Rap Nerd? I'm here today to talk about a new movie that dropped at the end of last month on Amazon Prime called Pretty Lethal. Now, this movie got away from me because I first saw it early March, the trailer that is, and I was like, oh, I got to watch that. But I didn't realize that it already dropped, but I took some time last night to watch it because I really liked the concept. So, to get into the story, a group of prima ballerinas are practicing for a competition. And on the day of, they travel to Budapest, I believe it is. And once they get into the country, they take a bus ride to the auditorium when they're set to dance at when the bus breaks down. And they have to find shelter to get out of the rain. And as they walk through the woods, they find a hotel that looks to be luxurious and gothic to take refuge. But then they soon realize that this hotel isn't just any hotel, and they're now in a fight for their lives to escape. And this is an action movie. Let me start there because I've seen somebody classify this as a horror movie, and I'm like, how? I don't know why they're doing that now. Like movies like this, where the action is kind of gruesome and brutal, get put in the category of horror. I seen they did it with Violent Night too. I'm like, these are not horror films. These are just action movies that handle the violence in a similar way that a slasher would, but that's not a horror film. So I'm putting that out there now. And man, this movie was a lot of fun and I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's over the top, it's campy, and it's from the guys, I think 51 North is the group that Chad Stahelski put together. If I got the number wrong, my bad, but you know what I'm talking about. But they're behind the film, and it just offers some nice, campy, different type of action, and that's what I love about what they're doing with the action scene, is because they're taking it and being very creative with it. And watching this movie honestly made me wish the ballerina movie in John Wick was kind of like this, because in that movie, we see her be a ballerina, and I get that's not really what those characters are about. And we never really get to see Anna's character use that style of ballerina dancing in the action space. But here, all of the fight sequences that the girls go through are ballerina related. So they're doing like pirouettes, and they have like knives in their hands, and as they spin, they're cutting people. There's a point when all of the girls put like a gym star razor in their ballet shoes, so when they're spinning on their foot, they might kick their foot out again for a pirouette and slice a stomach or some crazy shit. I thought that it was extremely fun and creative to watch, to see them fuse the dance routine of being a ballerina with such brutal action and highlight the athleticism that it takes to even do that. Because I do think a lot of people have that twisted, that ballerina dancing is just seen as this elegant thing, and it's more so about balance and precision, which it is, but there is a large level of athletics and physicality to be able to do any of that stuff, and it's on full display here. Like, you gotta have speed, you gotta have endurance, even a level of strength to be able to collaborate with your other dancing partners when you have to throw them around, or even being able to jump high to do certain things. And you can see that in the choreography in this movie. And this is definitely a film where, you have to suspend your beliefs of reality, because it does go different places that don't really make sense. But I'm glad we're there, where we're doing more fantastical action again, and we're going away from doing things realistically. And what makes the movie work the most is the cast, man. The girls that you're with, they do a really good job of characterization to separate each one of them with their personalities. I don't have the names, but I'll just go through the characterization. You have one who is very privileged, and she clings with the idea that somebody's going to help them because she's just used to that, because she is very privileged in her life. You have another one who is the complete opposite. She grew up kind of rough and harsh, and she's the one that makes the ultimate decision of like, no, we gotta fight back to get out of here, while everyone else is kind of timid. You also have one girl who is just paralyzed by fear to the point where she has to get drugged in order to keep it all together. And from that point on, she's just kind of floaty with everything. I don't know the actress's name, but she was the deaf sister in both Quiet Place movies. She's also a ballerina in the film, and I feel like she's just very stoic, and I definitely feel because her senses are amplified because she, can't hear. She has a different level of confidence in herself that the other girls don't have. And then the last ballerina, she's more of a girl next door who doesn't talk a lot, but she's 100% about business as well. And I think when you put these 5 girls in this setting and them having to fight their way out, it just makes for really cool dynamics, because they personalize the weaponry to go along with their personalities, which is pretty dope. You also have Uma Thurman here, who is kind of the owner of this hotel, who plays this person that you could tell is really unhinged and waiting to burst at the seams. And boy, when she does in that third act, whew, it is crazy. Like, her character makes a transformation here that I feel like is kind of scary if you were to see. And the girls kind of react to it that way because it's like, holy shit, what is going on? And the movie's only a good hour and a half, so you can pop it on. The ball gets rolling very quickly, and it just offers a good night for a home movie. Like, watching this film brought me back to the Blockbuster days where it's like you just pick something up that looks cool on the cover and have no idea what it is, and then you're just kind of like, oh shit, this is fun. And definitely think that if you like action, give it a watch immediately if you haven't already. And I forgot to mention one thing too. If you've seen a trailer, or if you're wondering, they are wearing their ballet outfits during this whole time when they're fighting, and they actually give a reason for why that happens, which I was like, okay, I can work with that. Because when I first saw the trailer, I was like, how did they just go to this place that's clearly not on the same type of vibe, wearing their, white outfits? But there's a reason behind it. Pretty simple, actually, that I didn't even think about. And the last thing that I will mention, I spoke about the Gothic hotel earlier. I think the set design for this film is really nice too. They use a lot of nice neon colors, and because it's in this older looking place, I don't know if this actually was a building they used, which I'm pretty sure it is. The architecture is really vintage like, and it adds to the sequences just because of the Victorian Gothic aspect of everything. I don't know why, I just love shit like that. So I'll leave you there. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the film. What were your favorite moments? My favorite sequence is the end when they band together and have the really big fight. I thought that was shot incredibly. Nice one takes to really show you the choreography at work. And the music they used to back that sequence is the Chef's Kiss. So like I said, comment below. And of course, if you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, thank you, much appreciated. And until next time, peace.
RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy. Instead of banking on it, now rapping is just a hobby.